Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final
Woo!
episode in 2020 of Dr. Tom's on Tuesdays at 10 and 10. So, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and really appreciate the comments we've gotten. And for those of you, there have been about 40 tips that have been done here, and we're really excited because we're going to do something a little different next year, but we'll share that after this. Good morning,
Yep.
Dr. Hirsch. Happy holidays. How are you?
Hey, happy holidays. Good morning, Rolando. Good morning, everybody. God, welcome to the end of 2020. What a year it has been. Wow. OMG, am I glad this year is coming to a close. Let's pray 2021 is much better. So let's rock and roll on this, Rolando.
So here's the deal. In what we've done is this. We've looked at all of the 40 different tips that Dr. Hirsch has shared with us throughout the year, and we've identified the top 3 most popular, most viewed based on what our viewers have done. And what we're going to do is we're going to share those top 3. So are you ready, Dr. Hirsch?
Okay, let's look at the top 3 tips.
Number 3 is all about this. Here you go. Hygiene.
My first tip is to think a little bit differently about how you attack the mouth, basically. Instead of doing arch dentistry, I've switched to quadrant. So I'll place the Isolite after, and then basically do the right side, and I'll do the entire right side. I'll do removing of the calculus, the plaque, then I'll do the flossing and the polishing, remove the Isolite, have the patient sit up, rinse, and then repeat the process on the left side.
Yep.
So there you go.
Okay, so the great tip. Okay, so let's talk about this one for a second. So what my hygienist says is she does the right side of the mouth, then she changes the Isolite over to the left side of the mouth. So start with the right, then go over to the left. Now, that being said, I had a hard time getting my hygienist to utilize the Isolite until I made it mandatory, strictly based on this COVID thing. Based on COVID, the airborne aerosol is kept down. The patients are much more comfortable, number one. But the most important thing that I got out of this was every single patient, bar none, there were a couple, but most patients came out of hygiene saying, wow, I really liked having my teeth cleaned with the Isolite in my mouth. I was able to be rested and I was relaxed, and that was so much better than not having anything in there at all. I really loved it. So that's the takeaway of her tip. The patients really like utilizing the Isolite.
And the aerosols gone.
Oh, yeah. It keeps all the airborne aerosol down too. But above and beyond that, the patients love it.
Awesome. So, number 2 most popular. Are you ready?
Drum roll. Number 2.
Number 2. And here we go.
Well, first of all, the sizing and the placement is very important. Also making sure that all the airways are sealed off. That's another way that the sizing is also important, because you don't want anything getting past. You want a good seal. And also to evacuate all the aerosols, everything has to be perfectly sealed off as well. Another tip would probably be to make sure that the light is on, make sure that the mouthpiece itself, everything is cleared out, because if it's not cleared out and not cleaned properly, the suction will not work properly and therefore is less effective.
Okay, super tip. So what the Isolite becomes is your assistant's best friend. She's freed up to do all kinds of other procedures because this is her assistant. You have your assistant, this becomes her assistant. And so it just allows her to always be a step ahead of things. And as Danny had said, make sure that things are sealed off. Make sure that nothing gets past this thing. Make sure it's turned on to keep the airborne aerosol down. I mean, it's all about COVID, reduces airborne aerosol. It's my assistant's best friend. And if she has a best friend, then I've got a best friend.
There you go. And then everybody, by far the most popular is, are you ready? All about productivity. So let's play this.
So let's talk about how Isolite can help you get over this hump here and to go ahead and be more productive in the office. So what I do when I'm doing stuff is I always strive to do multiple restorations, be it multiple fillings in a single quadrant, be it multiple crowns, inlays, onlays in a single quadrant, doing opposing quadrants working bilaterally on both sides of the mouth, I'm always trying to schedule at least 2, if not 3 procedures. So what if there's only 1 procedure to do? A lot of times, if I only have 1 procedure to do, I'm going to tell the patient, this needs to be done, but I think we can wait a while. And what I do is I'll put that procedure in my bank, and I will do that when it's necessary. Necessary may not be absolutely necessary for the patient, but necessary may be when you have a big hole in your schedule and you've got to fill it. The time is necessary. My time is slow. So you've got to think about taking care of yourself and think about your own production. Do what's necessary. So first of all, back to
Perfect, Rolando.
Let's do
Enough said on that.
There you go.
So
Let me do a little follow-up on that one. My mentor, who taught me a lot about full mouth reconstruction, he taught me about crowns. He just taught me everything that a lot of which I know, told me one very key factor. He says, Tom, I'm going to tell you something. You want to know how to bankrupt a dentist? I said, sure. How do you do that? He says, just have them do a single tooth at a time, whether it's a crown or a filling. You'll bankrupt them. Multiple procedures are key for production. Multiple procedures are key for making money. Hey, we're in this to take care of ourselves, to make a living. We're doing a great service. But the bottom line, hey, I'm working to get a paycheck. So that's what you got to do. Think of yourself, put these procedures in the bank. So multiple procedures, that's the paramount thing. Probably the primary, most important thing of all, multiple procedures.
And Isolite enables you to do that because access and everything.
Absolutely.
So, first of all,
Tell me about next year, Rolando.
so first of all, I want to thank you, Dr. Hirsch, for taking the time. I mean, you're busy. You've got to practice. Over the year, he shared with us about 40 tips, and we've got some phenomenal feedback. Now, we've also had a lot of questions about different procedural aspects and how Isolite fits into that. So, check this out. Going into 2021, we're going to shift Dr. Tom's tips. And after spending some
Thank
time,
God. I'm tired of talking.
we're going. Actually, Dr. Tom kind of came up with this. We're going to do Dr. Tom's case of the week with Isolite. So, beginning next year, Tuesdays with Dr. Tom, he's going to share with us cases that he's actually using the system and then taking that. How do you feel about
And what's going to happen, Rolando, is what we're going to do is I'm just going to pick out a case that I've done. So all these things are just going to be current cases. They're going to be stuff that I just did the previous week or the previous day even. Danny's got my assistant, has become phenomenal with taking videos on my iPhone. So she's going to be my over-the-shoulder videographer. And you're going to get the bird's eye point of view, up close and personal, blood and guts. A lot of us in the dental fields, we see all those videos. We have a name for it. We call it our dental.
No,
Don't go there. Okay.
It's our dental
videography.
There you go. It's what it is. It's basically, think of it as your candy. This is consumption. This is really good material. So that's what we're going to do.
I mean, these as I look at these videos that we take, I've done a lot of them. They're just incredible to see what you can do when you're doing dentistry, when you've got the Isolite in your mouth, and just how well it works in so many different procedures. The one I just did last week was a big grafting procedure. I had the Isolite in there, I had the membrane in there, I'm packing bone in there. It's blood, it's guts. I mean, it's right there. Hey, it's a bloody thing, but it's cool. I love it.
And you get to see how Dr. Hirsch, think about it, the man who invented the system, how to actually use it during different types of procedures. So we're going to get to see.
And you know what, everybody? I'm just a regular dentist just like you. That's all I am. I get in, I get up, I go to work, I do what I like to do. I'm no dental hand god. I've got a good set of hands, a good set of eyes, but I'm just a regular Joe, just like everybody else.
It's going to be fun. So first of all, thank you so much. Thank you for such an incredible 2020, as crazy it is. It was always fun to be here. Happy New Year to you. Hope things are well. Please be safe.
Thank you, Rolando.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you for
joining. Happy New Year, everybody. Because what I've got to do right now is I've got to run in the other room and I've got to take a digital impression right now. Maybe I'll do this one. Patient came in, fractured implant crown. We're going to take that off and scan a new implant crown and send it off to the lab. So maybe that'll be our first video of next year.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Bye,
Happy
everybody.
holidays, and thanks everyone for joining us. Please share if you like this. Have a great year from Dr. Tom's Tips at 10 on Tuesdays in 10. Take care.
Bye.